Hi, I'm now going to demonstrate a cat foot for you on my Cavalier Poppy. So, she is black, and I'm going to try and do this so you can see it the best. Obviously, when you're working on a dog, I would stand her like this and I would work on the side that I'm on. I wouldn't be leaning across, okay? It's a little bit tricky trying to do it on a demonstration. So if I start on this back one, so equipment I need, my comb, small scissors, you see they're ball-nosed, there, for trimming the pads. I've got my straight scissors that I like to finish with, and then I have my single thinning scissors. You can use little trimmers to go around the pads, but I am going to use scissors. So start by, let's see if I can move her that way a little bit. Hold on. That bit better. So I'm a little bit on top of myself. So start by combing the foot down, and then you can trim across the back of the pad. Then switch to your ball nose scissors, and anything on the underside you can trim. I'm not going to go sticking scissors in, you keep them flush. Use your fingers. If you were on an exam or assessment, this is what we would do. We would get our fingers in and pull out to see if you've got all the hair. You don't need to go sticking scissors directly into pads, and then you can trim it off. Hold on, can't do that bit. You can trim it off to the underside of her nail, because you don't want to go any further, because you don't want to be giving her toes. She is a little bit sparse of hair anyway. She's not a very hairy Cavalier, so I do have to be a little bit careful when doing cat feet on her. Okay, so now that you can see is nice and clear. Right, so I can adjust the angle a bit. So with the foot, you can kind of see all these fluffy bits. I mean, everyone knows what a cat foot should look like. It's tight, it's neat. If you think of a cat, it's like this perfect little neat foot. So I trimmed her nails last week. That's why I'm not doing them today. Always start by doing their nails, because you need to get it as tight back as possible. If you forget to trim the nails, trim your foot and then trim your nails after, you'll find that you've then got to give the foot a haircut because you've got loads of hair. So always trim your nails first. She doesn't want to sit that way. So what you don't want to do is go sticking your fingers in and pulling all of this up, because if you do that and then you trim it, you're going to, when you put the foot down and there's pressure applied, you're going to give her toes, and that's not the look we want. So what you can do, I get my comb and I just fluff it up enough to see the long bits, okay? Then so this is a little bit tricky, with my single thinners, yeah, we talked about scissor technique, little finger there, second finger in here, and the rest, these two fingers support this one piece of scissor, and your thumb moves up and down, doesn't go through. If you do that, remember, you end up using the whole of your hand, which won't give you a perfect line, and it will give you repetitive strain. So fluffen up, and then I just gently hover and trim the hair to get the fluffy bits off on top. You can come down. This is where she's a little bit sparse around her toes, so I do have to be a little bit careful on this one. And trim it down. Then I get my nice scissors. There's about 7 inch. And trim. You can use your finger to manipulate the hair to sit down. I'm sorry if you can't see this very well. Obviously you can feel for your nail. You can feel where your nail goes. And you want to get it as tight as possible. Then I'm going to go back, because I can now see where I've left it heavy. See? Can you see that? You can sort of see the fluffy bit I've left. So I'm going to go back and just finish trimming that. And I can always angulate my scissors slightly to get that round shape that you need. Being really careful over the actual nails, because it's when you're over the nails that you can then sort of bald them a little bit. So I'm switching back to my straights just to have another tidy up. Drop your foot to the floor, and if you can see that, and then you've got a nice little cat foot. You can use your comb to manipulate it again. The other thing you don't want to be doing is pulling the hair back that way and trimming off too much, because you almost want to leave it padded in the middle. So you can see that's your little cat foot. I'll show you on one more front one if Bobby lets me.